Okay, so we're going to quickly analyse this text in terms of structure. So we're going to look at all those structure things here. Remember, we are not looking at language features. We're purely looking at how the author has structured this text to gain our interest and get us reading. So we're going to look at the events that happen. We are going to look at whether it's third person or third person. We are going to look at whether the author uses dialogue or not, and also any other ways in which the author gets us engaged and structures it for us. So just from the start, what we can immediately see is that first paragraph. What the author's doing here is they've told us that something terrible has happened. There's been some massive breakdown of law and order and things like that, but we don't actually know what it is. The author's holding a lot back. That's a really interesting way of structuring it. It's what a lot of authors do. They will drop you straight in the action. And we can also see from this that what the author's done is they've started with the big picture. They've started with this massive cataclysmic event, and we can assume from this they're going to scale down and zoom in on the small details. And we're right. So we've gone from an entire city to 6 people. That's also quite a nice short sentence there. It's quite a short, to the point sentence. And again, we're focusing here. There's a change in location. So we've got this sense of movement that's going throughout the entire text. The author's also using dialogue, and they're using dialogue to, what they're doing with the dialogue is they're actually using the dialogue to introduce more details about the world, about the environment, about everything else around these characters. Instead of just coming out and telling us that this will happen, they are using the characters to tell us, to give us, the reader, more information about the world that these characters are inhabiting. And again, we're getting this idea of quite a cataclysmic event happening and these people trying to survive after it. We still don't know what the event itself is. And again, we can also see here some short paragraphs. Now, part of that is obviously because it's dialogue, but it's also done for effect, as we can see in that last paragraph there. That last paragraph there, introducing some action, is purposely done for effect. And we can see that they've actually ended it with ellipses there, which is a set of 3 little bullet points. And that is almost leaving us on a cliffhanger. We want to know what's happened after that. So, to clarify, the author goes from the big overall picture. He's telling us about this city that's doomed, that some cataclysmic event has happened, and he's focusing down on 6 people, and then down to one singular event. The author is using first person, so it's told from the author's point of view. We don't get any clues at the moment whether it's an unreliable narrator or not, however. And the author is also using dialogue to paint a picture and introduce more information in a more natural way. So we're sort of seeing a conversation between people rather than the author just coming out and straight telling us these facts about this city and this event. What we're also seeing here is use of action at the end, a nice short paragraph there. And yes, we're also seeing that the author is holding a lot back from us. The author's dropped us straight into the action. They're not telling us what this cataclysmic event was at all. We're assuming that the author's going to tell us a bit more about that, and obviously the author's painting the picture as we go on through the text, and they're explaining some more details about this cataclysmic event and just how terrible it is. But yes, they are holding quite a bit back from us.